Hey guys, let's talk about the magic of light. Did you know we're super reliant on it? Just like many animals, our daily routines depend on seeing what's around us. Imagine being a bird and struggling to spot food in the dark, or an animal just standing there, confused. It's pretty much the same for humans. Without light, we'd bump into things or stub our toes. It makes sense then that we've created so many different lighting solutions, from ancient torches to super efficient bulbs, all to help us navigate and live life safely, right? What if I told you, guys, that even just 10 seconds without light could lead to some serious consequences? Sounds crazy, but think about it. In the blink of an eye, accidents can happen and irreversible damage can be done. Now, let's explore what could go wrong when the lights go out for just a few short seconds. Before we dive into the potential mayhem that comes with our 10-second blackout scenario, let's take a quick detour to the dark side. Not literally though, since it's Raid Shadow Legends we're talking about. This epic fantasy game just so happens to be sponsoring this video. If you haven't already, download Raid on your mobile or PC using the links below. I promise you won't regret it. What I love most is how each champion feels meticulously crafted and unique, while the battles are jaw-droppingly spectacular. Plus, having a single account work across both your smartphone and PC, that's just pure convenience magic. So, what's in store for you in Raid? Gather an incredible team of champions, level them up, and fight epic battles against 10 different bosses. The rewards are simply awesome. Join clans to make it even more exciting. Trust me, you won't want to miss this immersive experience. Now that we've taken a thrilling detour into the world of Raid Shadow Legends, let's get back to our countdown to darkness scenario. But before I dive further into the potential chaos, a few more words about this amazing game, because you guys asked for it. Not only can you engage in intense PvP battles against players from around the globe in the arena, but also participate in electrifying tournaments where those coveted rewards are up for grabs. From the treacherous spider's den to the majestic ice golem's peak and the fairy depths of Fire Knight's castle, or even a showdown with the legendary dragon, the battle possibilities are endless. And if you thought that was all, mark your calendars for May because version 1.15 is just around the corner, bringing with it an entire new arena tournament where points will be awarded based on your tier and local, as well as global tournaments await, offering awesome rewards like never before. So what's keeping you from joining this incredible Raid adventure? Now that we've got you all hyped about Raid Shadow Legends, let's get back to our mystery, what caused the sudden and mysterious universal blackout. As new players, your first step is to download Raid on your mobile device or PC. Follow the link in the description for a special bonus of 100,000 silver and one brand new free Grumbler champion. But as you dive into this thrilling world, remember that solving the blackout enigma will be crucial to your quest. So, could it have been a colossal solar flare? Was it perhaps a worldwide power grid failure? Or are there other explanations for this cosmic event? Let's keep things grounded and rule out any extraterrestrial interference. After all, we're sticking to the facts. Let's kick off our investigation with a straightforward theory: a global electrical blackout. Now, we know this might seem far-fetched since power plants are separate entities and backup systems should keep the lights on during emergencies, but bear with me here. Imagine if every last light, device, and source of energy just went dark, including batteries, phones, flashlights, everything. It's a mind-boggling scenario, but let's see where it takes us. We're diving headfirst into an unexpected disaster scenario: total electrical silence, where not a single battery or device hums to life, leaving roughly half our globe enveloped in darkness, while the other might remain blissfully unaware of the change thanks to Mother Nature's trusty light source, the sun. Let's picture a world where the sudden loss of electricity triggers an instant shutdown. Computers, fridges, and machinery grind to a halt. Public transportation freezes mid-route with trolley buses, trams, and electric trains coming to a standstill. Traffic lights turn dark, and the internet vanishes into thin air. But here's the twist: this doomsday scenario would be short-lived, lasting only 10 fleeting seconds before things return to normal, ensuring even patients on life support systems remain safe from any irreversible harm. You'd think that after such an unexpected event, people would be on edge, but surprisingly, for those outside the affected area, what we'll call the dark zone, life would pretty much go back to normal. They might just shake off the power blip as a minor glitch and carry on as usual. We take it for granted how easily our lives adjust when streetlights flicker out. Even without electricity in your immediate surroundings, you can still see objects outside during evening hours because city lights from afar still cast their glow. It's almost like the urban landscape is bathed in a gentle, diffused light. And let's not forget that nature has its own sources of illumination: stars, moonlight, and even fireflies on a summer night. Our world is actually teeming with natural lights. Comets streaking across the sky, the ethereal beauty of auroras dancing above us, and even the soft glow from fireflies in our gardens. Then there's the star-studded night sky, pulsating with light from celestial objects beyond our planet. But let's not forget the eerie luminescence that comes from certain minerals and organic matter on Earth. It's amazing how much illumination Mother Nature provides. However, when that sudden, inexplicable darkness envelops everything, every street light, every home light, and even the faint glow of screens, panic might set in for those who find themselves outdoors. Those indoors, though, might not even have a chance to process what's happening, as the blackout would likely be too swift to leave room for fear. Imagine being a driver caught off guard when all lights suddenly vanish. The road ahead becomes a dark and eerie void. In those fleeting 10 seconds, accidents could multiply by the thousands, and the consequences are too dire to even contemplate. For some, this brief darkness would be a nightmare come true, filled with panic and fear. But for others, it might offer an unexpected treat: a glimpse of the star-studded sky in all its breathtaking glory. Something few people get to see nowadays, thanks to our urban lighting. As for the planet itself, 10 seconds without electricity wouldn't bring about any significant changes, just a temporary reprieve from our reliance on artificial light. But what if the darkness was caused by something much bigger than our power grid, the sun itself? A solar eclipse might seem like an extreme scenario, but with scientists predicting celestial events years in advance, we can mark our calendars for a stunning spectacle on July 16, 2186. The longest solar eclipse of this millennium will unfold, blocking out the sun's rays for a whopping 7 minutes and 29 seconds. Now, let's dive deeper into this thought experiment. What if even a total solar eclipse wasn't enough to turn off our sun? We'd still catch a glimpse of the sun's ethereal crown, the corona, a mesmerizing halo of glowing gas. But for an object to completely block out half of Earth's sunlight, we need something much bigger than the moon. Think Venus, our neighboring planet. What if Venus were to swing by at the same distance as our trusty moon? Or imagine the moon ballooning up to the size of Venus. That would certainly cast a long shadow on our world. Let's set aside the jaw-dropping implications and focus on what happens when a massive celestial body casts an enormous shadow over our planet. A prolonged eclipse that blocks half of Earth's sunlight. This spectacle would lead to a brief but noticeable chill. In just 10 seconds, temperatures could plummet by nearly 5 degrees Fahrenheit or 3 degrees Celsius. The wind speeds would also take a dip, but for us on the ground, these changes are unlikely to have any significant impact. However, venture into the wild and you'd discover that this dramatic shift can awaken some fascinating behaviors from our animal friends. They often react differently during solar eclipses than under normal conditions. In this sudden and fleeting plunge into darkness, our forest dwellers get a little nervous. Squirrels scurry back to the safety of their nests. Birds that chirp throughout the day fall eerily silent, and crickets halt their nighttime serenade. If you were lost in nature during one of these events, you'd experience an unsettling stillness, as if time itself had paused. But remember, this silence is temporary. It's just a 10-second lull before everything springs back to life, and you wouldn't even have time to take a deep breath, let alone freeze in shock. But let's dive into an even more spine-tingling scenario, a world where our sun simply flickers out of existence for just 10 seconds. Now, before you start worrying about the laws of physics, remember this is purely fictional and extremely unlikely. Scientists tell us it's impossible to turn off a star like switching off a table lamp, so don't worry, your electricity bill will stay intact. But if we suspend reality and imagine this catastrophic event happening just for 10 seconds, what would happen during those heart-stopping moments? So, what exactly would happen on our planet during this 10-second sun blackout? Don't worry, we'll ease into it. Would everything instantly freeze and turn into an icy wasteland? Not quite. The Earth's temperature actually takes a little time to plummet. about a week for the global average to drop below 17 degrees Celsius or 62.6 Fahrenheit. So, while things would definitely start to get chilly, we've got some time before our world turns into an icebox. So, the good news is that a 10-second sun blackout isn't enough to put our planet in danger. Even the tiniest worlds would probably be fine. But here's where things get really interesting. Humans, not so much. We'd likely face an unprecedented panic attack of epic proportions. Some folks might just catch this cosmic blink at twilight or nighttime, and honestly, they'd probably not notice a thing. Without sunlight, our moon would vanish. But not because it's lost, just that it relies on reflected sunbeams to glow. At night, it'd be mistaken for a passing cloud, and nobody'd even bat an eyelid. But imagine being smack in the middle of your day, enjoying that morning sunshine or working away when suddenly, bam! The world would drop into total darkness like a curtain fall. It'd get so dark, people might genuinely wonder if they've lost their vision forever. You're living your day, taking it all in when, poof. In an instant, everything's gone black as coal. Panic would set off like a firework explosion across half the planet. Picture yourself on a packed metro, rising up from your seat, only to find the world outside has plunged into complete darkness. The reaction would be pure chaos. Some might think it's doomsday and frantically search for a rescue. Just imagine being in that thick of things when suddenly, everything goes pitch black. Not a fun experience to picture. Now, let's take it a step further. What if city lights flickered on and smaller towns managed to get their grids running? But globally, darkness would still reign supreme. The real shockers would be the wildlife reactions, animals stumbling about in confusion, birds flying aimlessly into walls or each other. While their lives wouldn't change drastically in the short term, it'd leave a lasting impact. Humans would be scrambling to comprehend this event, forming theories left and right. So, how could something like this actually happen? That's a mystery for another video. Stay tuned. That's all for today. If you dug this video, be sure to smash that like button, share it with your friends, and if you're new here, consider hitting subscribe. We've got a ton more